Hey y'all, thank you all for tuning in. Today I'm going to be showing y'all how I did this milky white set. So first thing I'm doing is pushing back my client's cuticles with a cuticle pusher. Here I'm taking a fine grit sanding band and I'm removing any oils on my client's natural nails. And I'm also using a Mani Pro electric file. Here I'm using this bit to remove any skin on top of my client's nail. I'm removing dead skin from my client's finger, and this step shouldn't hurt. You just have to be careful, and you can see where to cut because it's a little thicker and it's also lighter than the rest of the skin. I'm using extra long square no C curve nail tips from Dynamic Nail Supply. Okay, y'all, I ain't gonna hold y'all. I never did this before, but it makes sense to do it. So I seen the nail was crooked, and instead of taking the whole nail off, because that could hurt if you just try to rip it off, and I didn't want to file it all the way off and do all the extra stuff, so I just clipped it right at the tip and just straightened it, and yeah, it worked for me. So now I am just cutting the nail tips to my client's desired length, and I'm using some scissors I got from Amazon. Now I'm using the 80/80 grit hand file to just sharpen up the shape of my client's nail. Flipping my client's hand around like this and filing from this way is very helpful to me to get a good shape. Here I'm just blending the false nail tip in with the natural nail. I'm using a lint-free wipe I ordered from Amazon, and Young Nail Swipe. I use this to remove dust and as a dehydrator. Now I'm using Young Nail's Protein Bond, and I use 2 coats on each hand. Okay, so I'm using Mia's Secret Monomer, and I'm using Not Polish's Milky White Acrylic Powder. This nail brush I got from my local nail supply store, and this is a size 12. And also, I like to use this blue paper towel under. I got from AutoZone. It's like car paper towel. I don't know. They use it for cars to wipe windows off or whatever. But I like using this paper towel better because it absorbs the monomer well. I be swole when there's still like pigment, like that little white thing. I guess it wasn't blended enough, but it be in like jars of acrylic powder. I be swole because I be trying to get that off, and look at it not even coming off. Like, so I just said, you know what? I'ma just pull it off because it was not trying to come off, but I think it ended up staying on there. I was like, I'm gonna just go over it. You probably ain't gonna be able to see it anyway. Okay, so I skipped the pinky because it was just out of focus. Like, the pinky was just so small you couldn't even see it. So I'm on the ring finger, and I am using my Mani Pro Tornado bit, and I'm just going around my client's cuticles to seal the cuticles, and I'm also removing any bulk acrylic. Like I mentioned before, the pinky was just out of focus, so yeah, Lil Mo just gonna skip the pinky, but I am using my sanding band, and I am running over my client's nail just to make it smooth on the top, and I'm also cleaning under my client's nail, removing any excess nail tip or any acrylic that may be hidden under the nail. I'm using an 80/80 grit hand file, and I'm reshaping my client's nail, and I'm also going to run on top of the nail just to make it smooth, and I'm also cleaning under the nail as well. When you're filing, it's helpful to season your hand files. So by seasoning your hand file, you just take two hand files and rub them together, but like on the edges where the hand file and your client's skin meets, if that makes sense. I don't know, but yeah, you do that. And also pinching your client's like finger when you're filing helps because you're holding their skin back, so the file will rarely touch their skin. And y'all, Mo don't really mean pinching your client's finger because that will hurt, but just holding their skin back with your fingers. And be sure when you're filing your client's nail, whether you're using a hand file or an electric file, make sure you're not filing in one spot consistently, like staying in one spot for a long time, because your client will get like a burning sensation. So just make sure you're moving around your client's nail. I'm using a 4-way buffer and buffing my client's nail just to remove any scratches on the surface of her nail and to make it real smooth. So after my client has washed her hands, I am now drawing some baby pink outlines on her nails. I ain't gonna hold y'all. This is like my worst. I don't know. I hate this. I don't hate the design. It's so cute. I hate doing the design. Like, it's not as easy as it looks. Like, it's just so much work. Like, seriously, because these lines on the sides, like, you can see them from an angle, but clients be wanting to see them on top of their nail. So I be having to draw them and then make sure like they're still aligned and look right on the top of the nail as well as the side, even though they're just outlines. But man, I hate doing this design. I ain't gonna hold y'all. I need to practice more because this took me a little while. Even though I could do fire flames and dragonflies, I just don't. This design it's just too much. But I ain't gonna hold y'all. I was dumb swole because after I drew these and took my time, my client was like, I want them thicker. I was like, you know what? But I did do them thicker because of course she's paying me. It's like, nah, of course I'm gonna give my clients what they want. But I was swole, man. I was so swole. Alright, so I don't know if y'all could tell, but I made the lines thicker. I didn't show it because it was out of frame, and I'm just drawing over the lines and making them thicker. But these are what it looks like when the lines are a bit thicker, and you can see them more on the top of the nail and not just the sides. Here I'm taking my Zule's bling adhesive, and I am placing the glue where I want to place the rhinestones. My client is so silly. She drew her rhinestones, like when she sent me the picture. It was an inspiration picture, and she like drew little dots on the on the photo to show me where she wanted her rhinestones. I thought that was so cool. But yeah, I'm just placing the rhinestones where she wants them. I'm using AB crystal rhinestones I ordered from Amazon. It's a box. It was like about, I would say, $35. Now I'm using D&D top gel coat. Wiping the sides of the nails help keep that shape. Sometimes gel polish could lose the shape of the nail because it's thick. Lastly, I am placing some cuticle oil around my client's cuticles. And I don't have a specific brand of cuticle oil I use. I'll just buy any cuticle oil, but as long as it's not watery, I'll buy it. So here is the final product, well, the final result. And yeah, Mo gave what was supposed to be gave. Did I give what was supposed to be gave, y'all? These are so simple and cute, and they're just so clean. But thank you all for tuning in, and I'll see y'all, well, y'all see me in the next video.